Yeah, we signaled weakness when Barack Obama says, "Well, you Russians, you can't use chemical weapons. That's a red line, and we will not allow that." And then when Putin dared it anyway, nothing happened. And then the invasion of the Ukraine, not a peep, as if this was okay with us. It wasn't. It and that. Encouraged Putin to invade Ukraine. The other thing with regard to what also triggered that invasion was, I think NATO got too close to the Russian border, and that again, there has been a history of mutual ignorance with regard to. The United States knows what's important to Russia and vice versa. The CIA had no clue that the Soviet Union would come down. They did not understand the Russians. So the Russians didn't understand how America operates. And it's the same today, except we have some experts in our country that know Russia very well, except they're not listened to. And so that thing with NATO. And they could ask me, because I know about the history of Russia, and I know that Russia has been, since its founding as a nation in the Middle Ages, has been invaded all the time. From the north, the Vikings came in. From the east, there was the Mongols. The south, the Turks, and then. Did I say east? Yeah, and from the west, from the west, it was Napoleon, and of course Hitler. So there is the Russian, and I call that the Russian national DNA, has a huge gene that says paranoia. We're afraid because we've always been attacked, and that's the truth. Now, so it is. I think even that paranoia is also part of Vladimir Putin's DNA, but he has a leverage to have his country follow him by blaming the West for everything that's not really working very well in his country. So they know that there are some villages not too far from Moscow that have no electricity, and they know that that they can't get their hands on decent goods, and life is not that great. That's not the Putin government fault. It's the fault of the West that are strangling Russia and are getting ready to possibly invade. And that is a very, very strong argument. So when people say that, when the war started and people were predicting that the Russian people would rise up when the dead bodies are coming home, and when life would get even tougher, the majority of the Russians still support Putin's war today.